Okay, so it's just us. This is the Board of Health, and this is um July 8th. Oh, it's Bob's birthday. Um, and we have a quorum. Oh, here's Wim. Yay. Um, we have even more of a quorum. Me, Catherine Hilton, Garrett Simonson, Claire Pless, and Wim. Hi, Wim.
Hello there. Sorry, I just walked in the door.
Oh, bless you. Thank you for coming and being with us. I'm just
Whoop.
changing my name here. Okay, and so we also have Wim, and so that is a quorum. Arlene is not going to come. This is Claire's very first meeting as an elected board member. Welcome. I'm so glad you joined us.
Thanks.
Congrats.
Um, so minutes of last meeting. Did I send them to you?
Yep. Yeah. I'll move to approve.
Okay.
All right.
Second.
Okay. Any discussion, any changes, recommendations? Hearing none, let's vote. Garrett,
Yes.
Wim,
Yes.
Claire,
Yes.
Kat, yes. Okay, so we have a disposal works construction project for 285 Pelham Hill Road, which is Walter Tibbitz's place. It's simple and straightforward, and Megan Tudrin has reviewed it, and she says that we are good to approve it. And interestingly enough, she says we have to tell them, I should make a note on this, tell them to let them know when they have done the excavation part, but before they've laid anything in, because they do a bottom inspection, presumably to make sure that it really is above the water table. I've never heard of anybody else doing that. I mean, maybe they were kind of arranging that but among themselves, but except for Megan, and not even every time. I should talk with her about it and find out where she's coming from on that. But in any case, it's ready to approve. There's nothing exciting about it. Do I have a motion to approve this permit?
Garrett.
I was going to let you do this one.
I move to approve this the Walter Tibbetts septic system as presented.
Second.
Okay, any discussion? Hearing none, let's vote. Garrett,
Yes.
Wim,
Yes.
Claire,
Yes.
Kat, yes. Okay, I will get that out. If you're wondering how I organize, I don't call on people by alphabetical order or anything. I follow the line of little boxes on the screen. So the continuing saga of 80 Lakeview. The owner has asked me to look into the possibility of getting a betterment loan, and I have found that we do have money in the actual betterment loan grant line. It's not very much, but she probably doesn't need very much. We also have, maddeningly enough, we have another budget line that goes way back into the 90s, and it is for a septic system repair program that it seems to me it was coming from FERCog. And this is kind of ancient history. It's hard for me to remember it. And we only gave one betterment loan, or it wasn't a betterment, it was just a loan, right? And that was paid off years ago. It was over on West Pelham Road. There are still $19,000 in that budget line. And I would very much like to spend it for something else, but the town accountant insists that basically we have to use it for septic system repair. Now, it's a little bit tricky because the state grant that we have given many loans on, it's structured in such a way that it puts a lien on the property if the borrower defaults. There's no lien unless there's default. And apparently we don't have that option with this other money. So there's a certain risk to it, I guess, that if the borrower should default, we don't have the ability to put a lien on the property. And the way these liens work is that if there's a bankruptcy or something, a town lien is very high up on the list of who gets repaid. I'm going to assume that the amount that we have left in the state betterment loan grant will be enough for this purpose. And if it isn't, we can possibly just take some money out of that other budget line, that big budget line, and use it. The way this works is probably none of you was around for this. We have to make findings. We have to find that, to tell you the truth, I don't remember really well, but we do have to find that the system has failed. Right? We make some other findings of that sort, that it's, protective of the public health, blah, blah, blah. And then we enter into a loan agreement with the homeowner that's recorded at the registry. The loan is structured, they have mostly been 20 years. We don't have to do it that way. The payments are made twice a year with the tax bill. They were intended to be quarterly, but as it turned out, they can only be paid with actual tax and not estimated tax. So the part of the year when we have the exact amount for the tax bills and the known amount, those are the two, unfortunately, consecutive tax periods where the betterment loan repayment amount is added on. And this is a 5% interest loan. We normally don't like to lend money for somebody whose place is for sale because it ties up the money. It doesn't go back in to be re-loaned. It just goes back into a state repayment line, which you've heard explained at town meeting probably 100 times. So it's not a great use of the money for us. But in this case, the budget line is so low. I think it makes sense to go with it. And
is it a standard amount, the principal of the loan? What are they looking for?
No, there isn't a standard amount. Basically, thanks for bringing that up because I forgot to add that. Basically, the way it works is we can reimburse, but we can also just pay the bill. So they get estimates. They do the work. They send us the bill. We pay it. So we can pay for the excavation and the installation. I think in this case, we can pay for the repaving over the driveway, because I'll have to dig that out. And I think we can also pay the registry fee for recording it at the registry. You know, there's some other things that we can't pay for if they're really only peripherally concerned with it. So it's just exactly, we loan out exactly the amount that they spend, or that they're invoiced.
I'm just trying to think through how this plays out at a closing, though, because that loan wouldn't transfer to the new owner, because they would want all of that cleared out at closing.
Right. I don't know how actually they arrange it among themselves. So basically the loan gets paid off as part of the final negotiations. Right. So they generally come to us and ask for the amount that they owe, and that amount gets paid back to us. And then we release the betterment, and that the release of betterment is also recorded at the registry, so that they have clear title. Without that, the buyer could assume it if they wanted to, but nobody's ever wanted to, and I don't know why they would.
All right. So you mentioned this to that property owner, and they're interested.
Yes. Yes, and she's getting an estimate from Dennis Clark. The way we used to do it, it was very complicated, and they had to get 2 or 3 estimates and so on. I mean, I could ask her to get another estimate, or I could just ask her to, or we could just waive that if we want to.
If it's a known vendor like Clark, you mean, and would Clark take into consideration that the town is involved in this, or no? It's a market price.
Yes.
All right. Yeah.
So she's not ready yet, or I guess, or she would be here, but next time we meet, we can probably wrap this up, and I'll get all the various paperwork together, and also remind myself how it works, because it's been many years since we've done one of these. They were very popular for a short period of time, and we gave out, I don't know, a couple dozen loans probably. And most of them have been repaid by now. But I think the first round of them, they might have been no interest, and then we went to 5%. And at that point, it just wasn't really attractive to people, to potential borrowers. So that's the story. It seems to me that if we in the future want to use that other budget line doesn't have a lien on it, we could probably loan it out at less interest, or lower interest, or even no interest. But that's all hypothetical in the future. So that's really just a heads up. We don't have to take any action on it now. I just want to get this the sense of the meeting that this is okay with you guys to do.
Well, and I suppose it's entirely possible that in the sale negotiation that they come up with some other arrangement that doesn't require them to have to come to us to apply for the loan. that they put the burden on the buyer.
If there was a buyer right handy, that could be true, but I don't think there is one.
Yeah,
Um,
that's my sense too.
yeah, and places are lingering on the market these days. You probably
Yeah.
noticed that, so I don't expect it to go fast. And so
Yep.
um I suppose, well, I mean, she's expressed an interest in this loan. The way that it could work otherwise is to just let it ride until they have a buyer and then work it out with that buyer. But I don't, since she's expressed interest in getting it done, I think we should probably go with that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'd like for us to provide assistance if we can.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. So I don't have any unanticipated business, I don't think. Is there anybody have anything to tell?
Is there a Valley Health meeting tomorrow, Kat? And
There is.
are you able to go to it?
I am.
Okay, okay, good. And I don't have anything to report on MAFCO because we just started the new budget period. So
Excellent. Excellent. Oh, Gail Fleischiker from the web committee asked me who's going to be our emergency management team representative now that Noreen is gone.
so I've been that person and Noreen's been backup.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So
Okay, so you're still it,
yeah, and I'm still happy to do it
still
'cause
willing?
it connects with MAFCO and all of that. So
Excellent. Thank you. Um,
yeah, so you can tell Gail it's me.
okay. And I thought there was another one. Was Noreen on something else? Let me see what Gail said.
Was she on something related to the lake?
No, that's me.
Oh,
Okay, let me see if I can find her. Okay, she said, oh, Eastern Franklin County Regional Health District. That's me too. Okay. Okay, so I know the answer to all these questions. It's a that's a rare thing. Okay. So let's think about our next meeting. I am not, so this is the 8th. Normally we would meet on the 22nd, but I am not free on the 22nd. And I don't see any point in meeting on the 15th. And I know that Claire's not available on the 15th. So will the 29th work? 3 weeks from today.
Yeah, I think so.
yes.
Okay, great. That's I will schedule that. All right. Anything else we should be discussing, or any gossip, or anybody know any good jokes? Or
I don't have anything.
okay. Okay, well, I guess we might as well close the meeting and we'll meet
Each
again
other
in
the
3 weeks.
29th. Yep.
Yep.
Okay,
Well, that
all
sounds
right.
good.
Well, thank you all. The meeting is over and I'm turning
Thank
off
you.
the recording right now.
Thank you.
Thank you. And we should think about having a party.
Yep.
We can have a farewell to Noreen party and a welcome to Claire party. And we can try to get all our significants there, although that never quite works out. There's always somebody who can't make it. But maybe we should have a one of those documents where we try to figure out who's free when.
Yep. I'm good until the end of September at this point. So,
Excellent. Excellent. And then are you gonna get a vacation?
yeah, we're gonna go see my sister in Montana for a week, so
That sounds nice.
that'll be nice.
All right. Okay. All right, you
Good.
guys.
Yeah,
We'll
we could do a Google poll.
Yeah. Anybody know how to do that? I bet Claire does. Because she's young.
Certainly can figure out a Google poll. I know how to do a when to meet, but that requires you to at least have some days off as options.
Oh,
I'll figure something out.
okay, that'd be great.
If we have a sense, do we have at least a sense what we want to try for like a weekend day sometime between now and end of August? Or
I would think so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a Saturday or a Sunday, maybe an afternoon.
Okay. All right. I can see what I can put together for that.
Okay, that'd be great. Thank you.
Sure.
We could meet on the deck of my still uninhabitable house.
Cool. That's a beautiful spot. That'd be a great place to
Yeah,
meet.
it's a nice deck anyway.
Right.
All right.